Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Any place you're joining from, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for connecting. Thank you for joining the broadcast. As you join, you can share the broadcast on your own platform. Share the broadcast any place you belong, any place you're watching from. Make sure you share so that you get to others. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. We must continue, no matter what. We must send the message across there. Those who cannot be able to join us now can watch later. I'm going to make a short broadcast to create awareness on the situation of things and the things that are going on. It doesn't matter the attack we are getting on the channel. It doesn't matter the hindrances, the obstructions. We will continue to send out the message. No matter how they try to stop us, we will not allow them. They can continue to stop us, but we will not allow them to stop us. Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. If you're joining from Biafran land, you're joining from Asia, you're joining from Europe, you're joining from America, you are joining from Australia, you're joining from Canada, you're joining from New Zealand. I appreciate you and I thank you for your contributions on the channel. So today we've come to set some records straight and expose some certain things that are hidden. Today I'm going to make some broadcasts. It's going to be about the political situation and their blackmail and deceit. They try to deceive us with politics. They try to deceive us with all manner of words, different kinds of language, but we will not allow them to deceive us. We will not allow them to deceive us. So that's why we have to continue to set the record straight and say it the way it is. Meanwhile, we are getting a lot of attacks from the channel, but we cannot relent in what we are doing. We continue to do what we are doing. Others can watch later. So I'm going to start now with the prayer of Asuna Mazindani Kano. Let's go.
Good evening and good night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwu Kikabiama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwu Okike abịa banye nefe wena aja ha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe enye anyị ndụ ala nke dị ndụ were n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla anyị aka ike niile na ọbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining. Wherever you are joining from, I appreciate you. Please kindly share the video on your own platform. If you have joined, others can join us later and they can watch along with us. We will not stop what we are doing. No matter how they try to discourage us, we will never stop. I personally will not stop. So thank you so much for joining wherever you are joining from. Today, we're going to talk about the present situation of things in the Biafra land. So many drama are unfolding. Every day you wake up, you see one drama or the other, you see some things coming up online and so many things. But some of us play to be surprised. You don't have to be surprised on what is going on. Everything that you see happening today that is going on are things that are planned out. Every attack against the Biafran agitators today are things that are planned out. The kidnapping of Mazen Nanagana have been planned out by the Caliphate for a very long time. The killing of Biafrans have been planned for a very long time. The intimidation of Biafran people have been planned for a very long time. Every single thing you are seeing happening in Biafra land have been planned a very long time ago. They try to stop us, try to play all manner of games against us. They try to make us irrelevant and try to make us not be able to put things together, but they can't stop us. No matter how they try, they will not stop us. We will continue to reveal their secrets. We will continue to update our people and continue to encourage my fellow Biafrans to stand firm. The struggle is not an easy one. The road is not an easy one. It's going to be tough. It's going to be even tougher than it is today in the day to come. So as you're watching this video, wherever you're watching, share on your own platform and get people alerted. Give a like to the video so that other people can be able to get a notification. So today I'm going to share some other videos to tell you where we are coming from and why we are where we are today and what is happening. So many things that are happening today that seem strange are not strange. There are things that have been planned for a very long time. Just like the video I did yesterday when I explained how we come, where we are coming from. When we talked about the insecurity in Biafra land, how they planned the insecurity and the warnings that we are given and why we are where we are today. The same way, I'm going to show you why Igbos can never have anything that they call Igbo presidency. I'm going to show you today why casting a vote in Igbo land is a waste of time. If you are from Biafra land and you are participating in election, you are actually wasting your goddamn time. I'm going to show you evidence to show you that doesn't, you know, no matter how they pretend, even our politicians know this. Our politicians know very well that they can never have anything called Igbo presidency anywhere. It can never happen. Our politicians know that they are not wanted in the contraption called Nigeria. They are not trusted, and nobody wants to deal with them. They know very well. But they continue to pretend, they continue to peddle the lies, they continue to support lies, and continue to pretend as if they're not seeing what is happening. But no matter how they pretend, no matter how they try to cover it up, we will continue to expose them and continue to bring the real information before the whole world. So many things have happened in the past, so many things have been swept under the carpet, and so many things are open, but we fail to look at it and turn a blind eye to it. One thing with this caliphate and this Fulanis is that anything they will do, they will talk about it and they will surely do it. That is one thing with Fulanis. There's never been anything that Fulanis are doing today that they never told us they were going to do in the past. Every single thing the Fulanis are doing against the Biafran people today, they have told us time immemorial that they're going to do it, and they are doing it. Ranging from the insecurity to the killing and to the denial of the Igbo presidency. They have said it in the time past that no Igbo man is going to be a president in that country called Nigeria. They said it openly that they will make sure that the Igbo part of Biafra becomes irrelevant in the country called Nigeria. And when the Igbo Biafrans become irrelevant politically, it means Biafra itself is irrelevant. Other sections of the Biafran land, you can know they don't have the kind of weight that Igbos have. When it comes to population, when it comes to effect of things, they know very well that in Biafra land, that the Igbo speaking Biafrans are the one that have upper hand. That is why they are bent on destroying the Igbo Biafrans and making sure that they become irrelevant. They talked about it, they said they were going to do that, and they're doing it. Some of you have forgotten when Jonathan was there, why Jonathan was hated so much, why Jonathan was attacked, is because they felt that Jonathan is Igbo. Rightfully so. But the most annoying thing that these people that they are punishing Igbos because of them do not realize that they themselves are Igbos. You see, that is why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was preaching on one of the message, and he said that we are all Igbos. Some of them didn't understand. They begin to think of domination, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not to dominate them and take away their identity. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not ready to take away any identity from you, but he's trying to tell you exactly who you are. We are all Igbos, and we are facing the same fate. It doesn't matter how you pretend. It doesn't matter how you try to cover up. It doesn't matter how you try to pretend about issues. The truth and the only truth remains that every single person in the Biafra land, the South and the Southeast with the Lower Benue, we are one people, and we are being painted with the same brush. We are painted the same brush. The hatred upon the Igbo Biafrans today, when you check about the origin, it started from our brothers in the Delta side. But today, you see some of them claiming that they are not Igbos. One of the hatred that is being placed upon you and blames that is being placed upon Igbo was during Goodluck Jonathan era. Goodluck Jonathan is from the River area, but they took him to be an Igbo man. They punished Igbos for every single thing that happened during the tenure of Goodluck Jonathan. And the thing you are seeing today, the drama you are seeing today, you saw Peter Obi, how they push Peter Obi out of the PDP. With all the allegiance to PDP, with all the sacrifice and allegiance the Biafrans are paying to PDP, what happened? At last, they were bold to push aside the Biafran people when they knew it was their time to produce the president. You see, before that time, we were telling them that there will nothing be like that. There's nothing is called Igbo presidency. The Igbo presidency is a scam. It was only a scam to make sure they distracted the agitation. It was only a scam to make sure that they allowed them to kidnap Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It was only a scam they used to turn them against their youths. And they succeeded. They succeeded in all those scams. And today, what are you seeing? Go to the media today, you see different things. You see the so-called Ohares and Igbo speaking from all sides of their mouth. Every single one of them who started from talking about restructuring, none of them is talking about restructuring today. They shifted away from restructuring, which they were saying without restructuring, there will be no election. They shifted from that 100 degrees centigrade, 190 degrees. They shifted and they are talking about Igbo presidency. They say if you don't give a Southeast presidency, that nothing is going to happen. They're not going to participate. Today, you see all of them. They are gradually now settling for vice president. Even the vice president is not going to reach them. This is how they have made themselves irrelevant. They have allowed themselves to be made irrelevant. And they forgot that the caliphate, the Janjaweed spoke about it. They told them, the Janjaweed boasted. Immediately the late Muhammad Buhari took power. They boasted and said that no Igbo man will be relevant in the government of Nigeria. They boasted about it. Immediately Muhammad Buhari took over, they boasted and said they will never allow any Igbo person to become relevant politically. That the Southeast will never become relevant politically. They said it. They didn't hide it. It was open. And I'm going to play the video to remind you. I'm going to play the voice message to remind you. You remember when that voice message leaked? A lot of things are out there for you to see and know where we are coming from and where the things that are happening to you are happening and why things can never get better. But sometimes we ignore it. When we ignore all those things, it is our duty, those of us who are online, it's our duty to refresh your memory. Bring those things back so that you can know where we are coming from and why we are saying that there will be no election in Biafra land. Why we are saying there will be no election in Biafra land. We are not saying that out of hate. We are not saying it because we want war. We are not saying it because we want to destroy anything. We are saying it because it is the right thing to say, to save life. These people said it openly that they are going to make the Southeastern region irrelevant. As far as they, when Muhammad Buhari won power, that was their campaign. They said it was captured on a voice, on a leaked voice message, a leaked voice call. The voice call was leaked. Some of us have forgotten, and today you are crying why P2B could not be able to move in operate in PDP. Today they shifted P2B, and P2B have got the Labour. Tell me, Labour, how many places do you have Labour Party? Which part of Nigeria do you have Labour Party? How many places do you have Labour Party? What is their structure? What structure does Labour Party have to compete? Nothing. They don't have any structure. And all of a sudden, somebody thinks that you can come from one side and begin to make gain or begin to make relevance. It is not going to happen. It's not going to happen anywhere. There cannot be such a thing. The earlier you wake up, the better for you. I'm going to play the voice message for you. Listen carefully to this voice message so that you can be able to recollect where we are coming from and where we are heading and why the things that are happening today are happening. Listen to the voice message.
If they try to frustrate the decision of the Yorubas, they will send them to ocean. And I'm telling you, after 4 years, at least North we are liberal, but in the Southwest, after 4 years, Igbos can never be useful, relevant again in the Southeast. Wait and see. In fact, the plan of APC is that they are going to make alliance of Northwest economic development. The West has the ocean. Can you hear me?
Yes.
The North has agricultural produce.
Yes.
So what they are going to do, the government is going to develop all the agricultural and mineral resources in the North. And then they will put primary industries here. And then go and export, finally finish them in Lagos or Southwest and export them and bring back the money and share it between the two regions. Let them bring their oil. This is the plan on ground.
Let's just pray for success of the General Barry. For that, his success is our success. For that, we can benefit better.
It's true.
That's our prayer now. That's our prayer here. Everybody is praying for his success for that. If he's successful, everybody is successful.
God help us.
That's our,
no, but not to the extent of living the way we are. Our prayer now is that may God remove the influence of the Southeast in our region. That's all what we are praying left and right now. I'm telling you.
I like you. Okay.
No. The Boko Haram, these people are catch red-handed with bombs. Who are supplying the weapons? Who killed General Shua? They think we don't know. They were saying that they were revenging what they did to them in Biafra. Biafra was a war. It was a state war, trying to bring them back to the nation. No, be so. Do you get me? Some useless videos started Boko Haram, but there was hand. Don't worry, investigation will reveal everything now. Don't worry. We were just exercising patience, looking at what is happening. That is typical Northern. That's how we are. Just look at what is happening. But we drew a line. 2014, 2015 they call it. It is the end of it. Whether anybody wins or don't win is okay. That was our decision, honestly. And they met in Enugu and listen to me, they met and saw it that in the event of cutting it, why will they put their people? That's why the man has to surrender now. Let him, in fact, some of us preferred him to have been resistant so that we redefine this country. I'm telling you.
A lot of casualty will be many.
Nothing like killing. Let everybody go his way. Ha! Is it not rain that is falling in the north now? We have the food. What is oil? Look at Niger. Rano is still selling oil. He's bringing it from Niger. What is the big deal? It is when they met and saw the danger of any attempt. That was how they surrendered. But honestly, we have already made up our mind. Because we said to ourselves, if you don't, even if you stay, they are going to kill you. Abi? Under Jonathan, from Namadi Sambo down to the lowest person in the north is a Boko Haram. They can pick you whoever you are. We know that. At least we are part of the system. Thank you, Kule. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You had him. This very voice call was leaked. Immediately, Muhammad Buhari won the election. They began to make the plan on how to suppress the Biafrans, the Igbo Biafrans mainly, how to make them irrelevant, how to make sure they destroy the economy of the Southeast. When you see markets burning, when you see attack on Biafran properties and businesses, this is the origin. That is why I tell you the Fulanis, before they do something, they will say it and they will carry it out. Immediately, Muhammad Buhari was pronounced a leader, the winner. That was when this very call was made. A voice call, and it was leaked. So many of us have forgotten. So many of us have forgotten. Everything Fulani say, every threat they make, they carry it out. Today, you see why Igbo person can never smell anywhere anything called politics. That man said it openly, that they're going to make the Southeast irrelevant. There will be nowhere to be found. He said it in that very leaked audio. So many of us have forgotten. You see, that is why when we are talking about the election, we say we are not part of it because we know where they were going. They will never ever give them the Igbo presidency. All this time when we were talking about Igbos, we knew that as long as things remain the way, there will never be any Igbo presidents. We continue to ask for a referendum, ask for our own republic, and people think we are asking for too much. Even our politicians know very well, they know that it is not possible to have anything called Igbo presidency, but they pretend. Some of them pretend as if they don't know, even when they know very well. And I'm going to play a video for you. Listen to this man explain why Igbos are suffering what they are suffering and why they will never, ever have a presidency in that Igbo. He knows. The person that I'm going to play his video also is a one Nigerianist. Even when he knows the truth, he refused to pursue the truth. The only man who knows the truth and pursues the truth is Mazen Nandekano. That is why he doesn't listen to politicians and he doesn't dialogue with them or follow them. Because they are deceivers. You are going to hear this man speak. Hear him speak and listen to the points he's going to make. Very genuine points. But the shameful thing is that after knowing all these things, that the contraption called Nigeria can never work for an Igbo man. Can never work for a Biafran. He can never make us succeed. He can never keep us anywhere. He knows very well, but yet he is supporting one Nigeria. Listen.
But why it's good you brought the issue of the Igbos. Igbos invested their political capital in PDP since 1999. They've never wavered. And it is in the constitution they waited patiently. I was looking at one of the interviews I granted many years ago when this issue of Igbo leadership and all that. I said, no, Igbos, you should be patient. South will even get presidency before you.
That was before Goodluck Jonathan.
That was before Goodluck Jonathan. I said, South will get presidency. You will be the last to become the president. I said it many years ago.
Why did you reach that conclusion?
Because I analyzed it. Igbos are the most hated tribe in Nigeria. People will tell you, why are you talking like that? They are the most hated tribe in Nigeria. Even those that will pretend, they hate them. And why do they hate them? is because they cannot compete with them. It's because they know they will do it better than them. Because they know that they will face it. All those frivolities in governance, still here, still there, they will block it. They will make sure everything will be seen as business. So those who are used to free money, I don't see any Igbo man which is in the sense that will not rebuild this country. So that is why you see that issue of no, everybody said no, Igbo people will be the last. I was with somebody, a comrade. He was president of one of the strong unions at 10th floor in Transcorp. We were having coffee about 3-4 years ago. He forgot I'm an Igbo. He said Igbo man will be the last person to be president of Nigeria. I turned at him. He said, sorry, Dan. I said, have you forgotten that I'm an Igbo man? But I laughed over it. Those things don't hurt me because I have mixed with everybody in Nigeria. My first working life, even as a trade unionist, my boss is from Kano, Yakasai in Kano. That relationship is that you can say that open your mouth, you put something there, I'll swallow it. Vice versa. So it's not about tribe. It's about what will keep Nigeria together. It will be very dangerous after 2023. If power gets to the north after Buhari 8 years back to back, we are going to have a lot of problems. Let nobody pretend about it. You can pretend to high heavens, but it sticks to high heavens that it will go 8 years back to back. People don't want to talk about
Are you calculating based on national spread or the contest within political parties?
I'm talking about the reality. The reality out there. The reality out there.
Okay, let me share with you. I had on Monday on this program a practical resource person, and he said within the PDP, the North has been shortchanged since 1999. Basis of calculation server from 1999. 4 presidential tickets going to the South and 2 to the North. That's if you talk of merit, if you talk about zoning, if you talk about justice within PDP, then the North has been shortchanged.
You say everybody will put an argument to justify whatever position he has taken. We are talking about power. President Jonathan becoming president was circumstantial. So he finished that tenure and came back. It was deliberate that President Obasanjo became president. President Babangida, Abdulsalam, they looked at the owners of Nigeria, looked at the situation then in Nigeria and said, look, who is that unifier? Who is that person that is not tribalistic? Who is that person that will do things as it is? They went and brought President Obasanjo from prison. They moved his prison uniform with the number and put that banner on him. Nigeria has elected him president. The Southwest never voted for him. So when people come here and make...
Did you hear him? You saw that man making points about the situation of Nigerian politics. This man that is speaking there knows very well that an Igbo man will never have a say in the Nigerian politics, but yet he is supporting one Nigeria. After making a very clear point, stating clearly that the Igbos are the most hated in that country called Nigeria. Tell me, how can you hate a tribe so much that you deny them their rights? And yet, you want to be part of that very environment. Who does that? It's only a mad person, somebody who is insane. You see why we are talking about the diversity you have in the country of Nigeria is a diversity that does not allow somebody to succeed. It does not allow you to prosper. It does not allow you to practice your faith. It does not allow you to grow at your own speed. A diversity that creates destruction, diversity of death and insecurity. How can you be in a country that they call one Nigeria, a country that you're supposed to be a first-class citizen? Now they have relegated it to background. Look at him. A fellow politician was telling him that Igbos will be the last people to have president in the country. To his own face, he now reminded the man, you forgot I'm an Igbo person. You see? And that doesn't ring a bell to him. That no matter how close he is to those Hausa people, no matter how close, when it comes to things that matter, they will always remind him that you are Igbo. They don't care. You see Wike crying today. Since Wike have been shouting about Tambua, Tambua is his own best friend. Tambua is his life. He go to North, he visit him, and anything happen to North, he go and donate money. Things will happen in Biafra land, he will never donate money. But all of a sudden, it is that same Tambua that made sure he did not get the ticket of the PDP. This is the same fate. Every politician in Biafra land, this is how useless and stupid. You see that man speaking, when you hear his words, you will think that he's making sense. But at the end of the day, after saying all those wonderful words, he doesn't have a solution to the problem. He's still dancing to one Nigeria. When he knows that the one Nigeria does not stand, he is not part of it. A friend of his, to his own faith, told him to his own faith that Igbos will be the last to be president in that part of Nigeria. And the friend has forgot. He didn't forget that you are Igbo. He knows that you are Igbo. But when it comes to things that matter, he will remind you that you are just the same with your brothers. They treat us, paint us with the same brush. Look at Rochas Okorocha. Rochas Okorocha that speaks Hausa more than Hausa, was trained in Hausa land. Everything of him is Hausa. His establishment, he invests much more money, give them more money. Good luck, Jonathan, build more schools for them than any other government have built. Yet they threw stone on him. Today, Rochas, they are dragging him to put him into prison. And still all these politicians will pretend it. They were talking about one Nigeria because of longer throat, because of greed, envy, and jealousy. They feel that when you come to their area, they are the big man. When they come to the southeastern part of Nigeria, they are the big man. But when they come to the country of Nigeria, they have no say. They will be licking the ass of the Janjaweed. They will be cleaning the shoe of the caliphate. But they only come to the Biafra land to showcase their strength and their energy. They come to this Biafra land to showcase their strength. They even including inviting military to kill their own people. What a shame. You have heard from him. And I'm going to play another part of the video as the interview continues. It's a very long interview. If you have time, I posted the interview. If you have time, go and look at the interview. It is in my channel here. You watch the full interview. But I took some part of it to play and let people be awake where we are coming from. When we say there will be no election, we are not joking about it. And we are not saying it out of hatred. It is because election does not happen. It doesn't happen. It's not going to favor anybody. And when we are saying Igbo presidency is a scam, they thought it was a lie. Today, the scam is open. The scam is much more clearer. Watch another part of the interview, what the man has to say.
Really grabbed that ticket. But before even the contest started, he left the PDP. What do you think transpired? Was he frustrated out? Do you think he read the handwriting and saw this, or he felt he could push his mandate to using other platform?
You see, I told you about the attitude of most Nigerians towards the Igbo man. And that is the truth. No matter how even as they're watching me now.
No, it may not be the truth. It's just the opinion.
No, I'm coming. I'm coming.
It's the opinion, not the truth.
I'm coming. It's the truth.
Opinion is different from the truth.
As they're watching me now, they say, why is Dan saying this? But in their heart of heart, they know it is true. I repeat it. The Igbo man is the most hated person in Nigeria. For no reason. Somebody told me one day, I'm coming back to your question. I said, they don't allow people to come. They don't allow people to do business in their places. You run away because you can't compete with them. That nobody builds a house. I went to Iran and took a CFO and gave the man. I give you this, go and prepare the deed, let me sign. Go and build there. I say he doesn't want. You will not build it. Because you don't believe in the people. They don't drive you away from business because you cannot compete. Now,
did you hear it? This guy was making some clear and intelligent points. But the heartbreaking thing is that he is a one Nigerianist. After knowing all these informations, he has all this information in his palm, yet he is supporting one Nigeria. He cannot come out boldly to support his brothers. He cannot come out boldly to support Mazin Nandekano, IPOB, or the agitation. He is still talking about one Nigeria, even though when he knows that his fate does not lie in Nigeria. He has no place in Nigeria. Nigeria has no provision for him. He knows very well, but yet he's pretending. These are the kind of people we have. That is why each time you hear a political solution, you run. Because they're a bunch of liars and deceivers. When you hear anything political solution, run for your life. Run for your life. That is why the Biafran people have taken upon themselves to sit at home to air their opinion. And that sit at home, you see them crying about it. Some of them will come and tell you that it doesn't affect anybody. It affects only, it affects the entire country. The seat at home is affecting the entire caliphate. It's affecting them. Goods that are moving from north to south are not coming. Their traders is affecting them. Their own goods is affecting them. Their movement is affecting them. It is not only the southeast. It's affecting them. That is why they are crying. That is why every one of them is anchoring on it. And when they talk about the economy, the people that are destroying our economy is the government itself, not the sit at home. One day sit at home. It doesn't have any effect. Every lie they have been telling, peddling lies and trying to demonize IPOB. But Chukwuka is awake, and we must overcome. Let me play the last part of the video so that you can know where we are coming from and where we are heading to.
Share with you, I had on Monday on this program a practical resource person, and he said within the PDP, the North has been shortchanged since 1999. Basis of calculation started from 1999. 4 presidential tickets going to the South and 2 to the North. That's if you talk of merit, if you talk about zoning, if you talk about justice within PDP, then the North has been shortchanged.
You say everybody will put an argument to justify whatever position he has taken. We are talking about power. President Jonathan becoming president was circumstantial. So he finished that tenure and came back. It was deliberate that President Obasanjo became president. President Babangida, Abdul Salam, they looked at the owners of Nigeria, looked at the situation then in Nigeria and said, look, who is that unifier? Who is that person that is not tribalistic? Who is that person that will do things as it is? They went and brought President Obasanjo from prison. They moved his prison uniform with the number and put Agbada on him. Nigerians elected him president. The Southwest never voted for him. So when people come here and make arguments meant for the gutter, I laugh. Igbos don't have votes. Igbos don't have this. Igbos don't have. Those are haters of Igbo because they believe that did Obasanjo get votes from Southwest before Nigerians made him president, because the circumstances of that time dictated that Obasanjo must be president. What are those circumstances? Abiola won an election, it was taken away from him. I was in Hope 93. I was one of the closest guys. In fact, that was where I met Tinubu for the first time. So
did you hear him? This is how clueless these people are. After with all this intelligence, and you see him saying about the owner of Nigeria. You see why you must get out of Nigeria. Every indigenous tribe must get out. He is telling you about the owner of Nigeria. How can somebody boldly claim to be the owner of a country? You see him talking about the owner of Nigeria. That means the contraption called Nigeria is not for any indigenous tribe. There are some certain people that own it. See him talking about the owner of Nigeria. After hearing about the owners of Nigeria, and you are still willing to be part of Nigeria, may Chukwuka have mercy on you. Everything that you are seeing playing out today is something that is being planned out. And our politicians are not ignorant of this. They know, but they decide to play along. That is why we cannot participate in any election. Because the politicians have decided to play along because of their selfish interests. They want the money to continue to flow on their account. They want to protect their loot. That is why they are playing along. There is nothing that is happening today that they're not aware. They are very much aware that P2B can never ever become the president of Nigeria. It doesn't matter the campaigns. You go to social media, you see, talking about P2B. They just want to move the Biafrans to come and vote, to participate, to legitimize the vote. The purpose of P2B is to make sure they use the Biafrans to legitimize the vote. But we know their games, and we will not be part of it. After listening to this man with all the examples and everything he said, you will understand clearly that these politicians know very well that the Igbo Biafrans have no place in the contraption called Nigeria. They know very well. Look at the last speech. He's talking about the owners of Nigeria. So you're not part of the Nigeria. Why are you there? Why are you protecting it? Why are you protecting one Nigeria when you know that you are not part of it? You talked about the owners. It's a shame, but that is the situation. But I thank Chukwuka who has come to fight for us. Today, you see revelations coming from all corners. every allegation they throw against IPOB, Chukwu Okike Abiama come and respond. Every attack they bring against IPOB, Chukwu Okike Abiama will come and respond. Even when they use their media, the BBC and whatever they are using to attack us, today you see Chukwu Okike Abiama taking up the fight by himself. You saw the interview that was granted by the prelate that was kidnapped. I'm going to play it again to remind you. I will play it on for a very long time, because when things happen among them, they will cover it up. They don't hype it. When Fulani Caliphate, when the Fulani killers kill people and commit evil, they don't hype it. The media don't hype it. They show it once and you never see it again. They show it once, you will never hear about the story again. But if it's something that happened in Biafra land, it has to do with ESN, they will begin to promote it. They will play it for weeks. You will continue to see it in the front line. That is why, in this case, this very confession, this very testimony of this very man, the prelate, I will continue to play it. Different sections. In my program tomorrow, I'm going to play another section. I'm going to play another portion where he vindicated over. Today, I'm going to play a part that you're going to watch. Watch.
I had against me.
Mana ndị mmadụ na-asị na ịkwụrụ ụgwọ ego ole ka ịkwụrụ, kedu ka isi nweta ego ahụ ịkwụrụ, nakwa gọọmenti Nigeria sisi akwụzi na ndị ịkwụrụ ụgwọ mana ịkwụrụ ụgwọ.
Is it their money? They want me to be killed? No. I should not be killed. Please. If anybody can free himself, it's not their money. Exactly. It is the church. We didn't ask government to give us money. Look at people that are demanding for 100 million or so. Since after the train incident, they are inside the bush. When they kill them, they say it's the will of God. What will of God? For me, I believe in what Jonathan said. Jonathan said, my ambition is not worth a drop of the blood of any Nigerian. So people may be callous about human life. In fact, I said that the purpose of government, the sole aim of government, is to protect lives and property. That's security. Any government that fails in security has failed. It's a failed government. I want to actually menwe nde mmadụ abụọ nde mmadụ unu na-akpọ n'osisi oyibo 2 million. Ofu onye kwụọ iri naira ise naira iri ise were gbakọ 50 million, ịtụgharịa ya ọ ga-enye gị 100 million. So ndị tụrụ ego ahụ ụmụ nwoke na ụmụ nwanyị Methodist Church Nigeria, onweghị onye nyere ha aka. And ha bịara hụ na ebe ha nọ na-ebe akwa na-eti mkpu ebe ọbụla ha gadara asị na a chọrọ ego, ha were aka ha hazie ego ahụ were kwụọ were nye akwụọ bank adịghị ọhịa ga-eji mara. Ha tụrụ ya ụtụ ndị ebute hazie ya bute. So all ndị chọọchị, ndị na-ekpe chọọchị, ndị kwenyere na ofufe anyị, all ndị tụrụ ego ahụ bute.
Just to take you back a little bit, you don't think that paying ransom will encourage these people and arm them the more?
I don't want to hear what you are saying. I want to live. I don't want to die. If I die, what will you say? You say, arise on compatriot Nigeria. What in Nigeria will call rubbish. Self-security is the first thing. Security. You have to promote security. That's why in Maslow's management theory, there is higher needs, there is other needs, and there is lowest need. But among higher needs, the highest need, number 1 is food. Number 2, security. Number 3, shelter. You must know, as somebody who went to university. So security is important after food. So we pay for my security. I want to live. I don't want to die in the hands of kidnappers.
All right, so one last question.
And it will be disgraceful for me at my old age, for people from Fulani, because all of them were Fulani. I told you that. You see the mark here of their prayer, but they are not Hausa. They are Fulani. Their language, I know Fufu there. I know Fufu the language. I lived in the north for 10 years. Go out to my gate, you see Fulani people. You see my people here. I lived with them for 9 years. When I was in Canada, I lived with the Hausa Fulani, Hausa Muslim for 10 years. Ask them as you are going now, how I relate with them. They can't harm me because I take good care of them. I show them the value of man, egalitarianism. But you don't come and grade men. This is inferior. This is superior. That is rubbish. Nobody is inferior.
So their language, they were speaking Fufude to you?
Yes, they were. I didn't hear them, but they Fufude.
Ọnọdụ nchekwa adịkwa n'ala Igbo maka na kwa ụbọchị kwa ụbọchị na-anụtụgbu ụzọ kwụ na mpaghara Igbo dị iche iche. Kedu ihe ị ga-ekwu maka ọnọdụ nchekwa n'ọwụwa anyanwụ? Kedu ihe ị ga-agwa ndị gọọmenti?
Ọnọdụ nchekwa na Naịjirịa dịkwa na mma nke ọwụwa anyanwụ ji adị mma. Ịhụrụ ihe na-eme na Zamfara. Ị na-akwa ịwụ onye gụrụ akwụkwọ. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Borno. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Yobe. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Adamawa. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Katsina. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Niger State. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na steeti ndị ugwu. Ịhụ ihe na-eme na Plateau State. Ọgbaghara dị ebe niile n'ihi na ndị na-achị anyị amaghị ha na-agba ọchịchị. Ka m gwakwa ha eziokwu, ndị na-achị anyị ha nọ n'ọnụ egbe maka ụmụaka ahụ si ha hụ ndị ọchịchị na ha ga-egbu ha, ma nwanne ha nwoke onye isi ala na ha ga-egbu ya taa anụ na ọ dịrị ha n'ọnọdụ ọjọọ nọ ya mere ha ji awa ọhịa.
So if you could go through this as a high-profile person in the society, what happens to the common man?
The common man, now some of them have been there in the kidnappers them for 10 months, 12 months, 15, because they don't have money. Yeah, the money is what they are looking for. You give them money, they release you. And government is not giving them the money. So how can you say you will not pay money, but you will not protect your people? So the best thing is to clear the bush of all these people so that people can walk through it. Okay, that you know that around the church where we went, they kidnap people around Omako. Earlier they kidnapped people where they kidnapped us. So kidnapping is going on there.
I hope you have seen it. You have heard it all. First-hand information from somebody who had encounter with the criminals. But when you listen to the kind of question that BBC presenter was asking, that is where you find how evil this BBC are. They will always try to twist the information. They will always try to push you away from the fact. They will always try to make you look different from what you intend to, the message you intend to pass. Look at how that lady was trying to drive the prelate, driving him away from the main issue. She now begin to talk about the southeastern region insecurity. Then the man reminded him that there is insecurity in every part of Nigeria. Why are you narrowing it down to southeast? Why are you narrowing it down to southeast as if southeast is the worst? There are so many places in Nigeria where the worst crimes have been committed. Why are you not talking about it? Why are you not talking about it? Why are you not making documentary about the killings in the north? Why are you not talking about it? The prelates educated her on the real issue. But when you see this is how evil this media, this is how evil they are. They will always try to cage you into a particular area they want to demonize and begin to talk about southeast, southeast, southeast. And the man was able to push out of that very boundary and tell them there is insecurity in every part of Nigeria. But today, go to their news. Their news is always south. They talk about southeast. Even when they know that the people that are perpetrating the evil in the southeast, they are mostly from the north. And the federal government itself, they know. But they use their media to peddle all those lies. Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to save us. But we have to save ourselves. Participate in everything you hear from Voice of Biafra, 97.5. Go and listen to it. If you have not been listening, go and listen. If you are not following Mazis Paimon on Twitter, go and follow him on Twitter. Revelations are coming. So many questions you are asking, revelations are coming. The answers to the questions, they are coming now. They are coming. You don't need to ask anymore. Follow Mazis Simon on Twitter. Go and listen to his broadcast anytime he's broadcasting. Listen to Radio Biafra. This is the Voice of Biafra, not Radio Biafra, Voice of Biafra. 97.5, Voice of Biafra. Listen to it. You will get first-hand information of what is happening. When you hear sit at home, that is how to be safe. Follow instructions. Let me tell you again, Biafra is much more closer today than it was yesterday. And Biafra is definitely going to come. That is why Chukwu Okeke have taken the fight upon himself. Chukwu Okeke intentionally allowed this man to be released, to be captured and released. If not for the grace of Chukwu Okeke, for the fact that this man, everything is against him. The man is rich. The man is an Igbo person. He's a Christian. These two things alone can take his life, even after paying the ransom. For the fact that he's an Igbo man, for the fact that he's a clergy, they will take his life, even after paying the ransom. But Chukwu Okeke secured him so that he will come and give information. He will come and speak on behalf of Biafra. Chukwu Okeke used him to speak to the world on the situation. That is why I tell you that Biafra is closer than it is yesterday. And the autopilot you're hearing, it is the same autopilot that is on that man. Go and listen to the full interview. I'm going to play another part of it tomorrow. On another program, I will play another part of it so that you can see. We will continue until Biafra comes. Tomorrow, you can join me on Linda TV show. I am going to have a massive program on Linda TV show on what is going on. A blockbuster program on Linda TV show tomorrow. Join me on that Linda TV show by 2, I think it's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. Biafran time. 2 p.m. Biafran time. You join me on Linda TV show. We are going to have a program. So many people coming. In that program, you can come in and make your contribution. You can come in and make your contribution. Give your own opinion. Join us tomorrow if you have time. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every single person that has watched this program. Please share the video and like the video. Share to other platforms. It doesn't matter how few we are. Others can watch later. The number doesn't bother me. The thing that bothers me is to make sure that I send out the information. Create the awareness. We have to begin to create awareness. Encourage fellow Biafrans. Let them hear the word. We must continue until Biafra comes. No matter what they try to do, we will surely get Biafra. It will definitely come. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every single Biafran wherever you are. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every Biafran wherever you are. Anybody that has shared this video, all my followers, Chukwu Okeke will protect you. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect our Sulamaz and Nanikam. Secure him and bring him back to us very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching. And remember, they will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will definitely come. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye-bye.